Yeah, I mean, again, impeachment is designed to be a measure of accountability and to have a real consequence for misconduct. And, this is something that we teach our children, right? If you do something wrong, you get something taken away from you. There's a penalty for that. And I think among those penalties, aside from the historical stain of being the only person to be impeached twice in a presidency, Donald Trump does not deserve the future perks of the office that he is going to enjoy. Perks that I think, as we've seen through his conduct in the last 4 years, he'll likely abuse to some degree when you look at how often he's stretched the budgets of the Secret Service going to golf clubs every weekend, golf clubs that he owns, how he's profited from the presidency. If Donald Trump is as rich and wealthy as he claims to be, he won't miss these perks. But I think that there needs to be a judgment and a decisive action taken by the Congress saying we are not going to foot the bill. The American people are not going to foot the bill anymore for this person who is unbecoming of the presidency of the United States. And I think that when you look at just the way that this is happening and the speed that this is happening, and I think Danny's kind of right about this, the record speaks for itself. The video speaks for itself. Donald Trump's words speak for themselves. It's something that the person that might be potentially defending him in the Senate, Rudy Giuliani, was right there saying trial by combat, inciting the very siege that has led to the potential impeachment of this president. All of these things, we don't need witnesses. We don't need to have hearings. We don't need to have a long, drawn-out process. This is pretty black and white at this point. And the events that have unfolded and the response that we have seen from this president and the words that we have seen from this president, they do speak for themselves. And ultimately, I think Liz Cheney put it best when she said, this is a vote of conscience. This is something that should transcend political parties. This is something that transcends the normal ideological entrenchments that we all fight over. At the end of the day, it's country over party. And I think that there is a broader risk that the cost of inaction would put us all in here. If we don't do anything, if we don't hold anybody accountable, we are just saying you can lead a siege against the United States of America, that another branch of government can lead a siege against a co-equal branch of government, and there is no penalty. It is okay, and just go about your life and do it again. We cannot have that be the standard.